back to Fostering Through Life, FTLX with your girl Paige. Some know me as Gemini, but everybody know me as God's child. In this episode, I will be discussing walking by faith and not by sight, which ties into the previous episode, which was episode 5, and that was titled the ugly truth with making systematic decisions while fostering. Now, a little rundown on that. Basically, last week I spoke about how defects, the state, and everybody, including the lawyer, the coastal worker, the judge, basically gave me the ultimatum to stop fostering my nephews. And I have to either do permanent guardianship or adoption. And they gave me to November. So if you want to know more about that, I'm going to need you to go to last week, check that out. About 14 minutes long. Check that out. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you know somebody going through this. But for this episode, we will be talking about walking by faith and not by sight. And I'm going to just take it back a little bit. I did a fast, a 90-day fast, like from September all the way to December, the end of December. I did a fast. And during that fast, I was basically really locked in with journaling, locked in with the reading the Bible, locked in with prayer, locked in with working on myself, and locked in on making hard decisions when I am faced to make these decisions. And during that period and during that time, I actually went and got walk by faith, not by sight tattooed on my arm. I got this tattoo tatted on my arm, so when I ever feel discouraged, or when I ever feel like I don't know what to do, or should I take this step? There's a lot of things that the human mind goes through. I got this tattoo, and that leads us to today's episode. And you already know, walking by faith, not by sight. I still haven't made my final decision, but I'm more on the route of permanent guardianship instead of adoption. And I have my reasons, but which will be discussed later on down while I document this whole situation of mine. Actually research both adoption and permanent guardianship and see what's beneficial, not even beneficial to me, beneficial to my nephews, beneficial to their future, beneficial to their current state, beneficial to their mental. So I've been doing a lot of research this past 7 days, just trying to gather my thoughts, gather my process, and just seeing how everything will play out, which I do not have the answer. And that's where walking by faith and not by sight comes into play. The life that I live, I'm very grateful for, because many days I didn't know if I was coming or going. And I think I said that on a couple of episodes previous to episode 5. I didn't know whether I was coming and going. Life was hitting me from every angle, left, right, up, down. Just any way you can think of, I was going through the most. But I could say, if I would have stopped and gave up, I would never be where I'm at today. And that took a lot of faith, because many times I wanted to stop. When I got my nephews, I was just recovering from bilateral foot surgery. I was just recovering from a divorce. I was just into a new relationship. A lot of things were new. I was just getting back into the work field, corporate America. I had put my personal training business on hold because I needed more funds to be able to manage and take care of the household that was about to be upon me. So a lot of things were new, and I was transitioning, and I could have just easily gave up and easily said no, or easily was like, I can't do this. Yes, I was scared. Like I'm scared now. Like I am super scared. But when I sit back and I analyze, God never give you the gift of fear. God never give you the gift of anxiety. God never give you the gift of stress and worrying and just feeling like you're not going to make it. That's all the not even a gift. That's just a distraction from the devil to make it feel like you're not good enough, to make you feel like you're not brave enough, to make you feel like you're not capable enough of doing the things that God already promised you or that you already envisioned into your life. Because whatever you walk into years from now, you already previously saw that. You already saw that upon your life. You already heard it. God already spoke that to you. So you already know what you was getting into. You just didn't know what you had to go through to get there. But it's already guaranteed and promised that you will get there. And when I say walking by faith and not by sight, I already know my nephews will be okay. I already know I may be a little anxious. I may be a little scared, and the devil will try to distract me from the end goal. But I know for a fact, once I get through this turmoil, or once I finally get through everything, I'm gonna look back and say, like, faith the size of a mustard seed. That's all you needed. Paige, that's all you had. And you were blessed because you believed, and you already knew that his word was a promise keeper. You already knew that he already promised you that you will not worry, you will not stress, and everything that you even worried or stressed about, or even had the thought of worrying and stressing about, is null and void. He just wants you to trust him. So as many times I can preach to others, and I can like motivate others and tell others that everything's going to be okay, I sometimes have to sit down and tell myself the same exact thing. Because no matter how positive I am, and no matter how strong my religion is, and my love for Jesus Christ, and just my love for God the Almighty, I still have my days where I'm just like, dang, Paige, are you ready for this? Are you sure you can handle this? So, like, every day I have to remind myself, continue to walk by faith, Paige, not by sight. Me choosing permanent guardianship or me choosing adoption has an ugly sight, but I have to get through it. It has a scary exterior, but I have to get through it to understand that nothing can stop me. Nothing can destroy me. Nothing can destruct the path that God placed on my life, because I'm here for a reason. He placed this obstacle or this obligation on my life for a reason. And I just have to go through it. And I just have to continue to keep my head up high and continue to push forward, knowing that, one, trouble don't last always, and two, he will never leave me nor forsake me, and three, he promised to prosper me, not to harm me. Okay? Amen, somebody up in this room. But yes. And then I said, and I can tell you one thing that's also making me more confident in this path that I'm about to take, and more resilient, is because, like I always say, if God did it before, he can do it again. If it happened before, it can happen again. If you got through trauma the first time, you can get through it the second, third, fourth, the fifth, sixth time, no matter how many times it come your way. So if he did it before, he definitely will do it again. And he will not stop doing anything that he promised you until you complete your mission that he has for your life. So when I went through my divorce, like I always tell people, I was on the verge of losing my house because I was not working. Like, I was training, but I was not really making that much money because, one, I had to have surgery. So I had to cut a fraction of my clients off. And then probably months of cutting a fraction of my clients off, I had to completely stop because the healing process was very daunting. The healing process was depression, a lot of anxiety. Like, the devil really could have took me when I was healing. Some type of like strength to keep going and not stop while I healed. So with the pain medicine being so strong, I was unable to wake up on time for my clients, which I rather tell my clients, hey, I cannot take this right now. I need this time to heal. I will be back. If you're here for me when I'm back, I would love to have you as a client again, but right now, this is not a great time. And I don't want to ruin our relationship or ruin the promises that I made regarding your transformation or regarding how I can help you nutrition wise, physical wise. However, I don't want to ruin that. So I need to take a step back and I need to analyze everything. So hopefully you still be there for me, like be there with me when I return. But if not, I wish you the best. And I hope you find a trainer that can assist you and be there for you and hit every goal that you had in mind. And I really, like I said, I had to take that step on faith and stop what I was doing, but I on my own, like here and there, dips and dabs, whatever. But I was on the verge of losing my house. I was behind on my utilities, all because I was trying to be so headstrong and like not go back to work. But then I end up going back to corporate America and working and work from home while I healed, which helped me. And, things were slowly getting back together. Then my nephews came and I had to get them to stop them from going to a group home. And I just didn't know. But guess what? 4 years later, and I'm still in my house. 4 years later, and I have money in my savings. 4 years later, I'm capable and superseding all my utilities and all my responsibilities. 4 years later, I have my nephews healthy, right in their mind, taken care of. They're in school, they're making good grades. 4 years later, I'm back in a wonderful, happy, God-fearing marriage. When I thought I was not going to go nowhere, and when I thought I was going to fail, and when I thought it was the end all, be all, God put his hands on me and said, no, my child, this is not your time. You still got work to do. I just need you to have faith. I just need you to hold on a little longer. I just want to know, like, when times get hard, will you switch up on me? I just need confirmation. But if you can stay down, I promise to bring you up. I promise to heal you. I promise to give you everything that you're praying for, everything that you're asking for, everything that I promise you. Number one, he shall supply your needs. Matter of fact, he will overflow your needs. He will give you he will give you abundance of things if you just have faith. So yeah, my decision is to have faith and not to worry and not to think of what could happen, how it could happen, like not to think about that, because why would I? If I have faith in the Almighty Lord and our Savior Jesus Christ, why would I not have faith? Why would I worry? What is that? He did not bring me this far to leave me. And he did not bring you this far to leave you. So if you're watching this, keep going. You got this. I promise you, whatever today looked like, it won't look like that tomorrow. It won't look like that next week. It won't look like that next month. And it definitely will not look like that next year. So keep your head up. Stay focused. Plant your feet firm onto this ground and keep walking by faith every hour of the day until you at your promise. Until you where he said you was going to be. Don't take the easy way. Don't take the shortcuts. Don't try to cheat yourself. Don't try to promote positivity in public and be negative, Nancy, in private. You got this. Keep going. It's going to be okay. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Just a real quick testament of walking by faith, not by sight. my decision, partial of my decision, partial of God's decision, because I'm still asking him to guide me and lead me. So yes, y'all, if you have not followed, subscribe, please do. If you have not liked, please do. If you have not comment, please do. If you know somebody going through a similar situation or having a hard time, share my page with them. You will find a lot of motivation on this page, more about what I'm going through in life, my current ordeals. Y'all like my foster babies. So thank you for watching Fostering Through Life. You can follow me on Instagram, Gemini2Fit, which is my fitness page. And then I have FTLX22, which is my Fostering Through Life page on IG, YouTube, FTLX22 on YouTube. And you already know Facebook is for like my real family and friends. So you ain't gonna get that one until, y'all start talking to me, conversating, getting the comments, doing what you're supposed to do. All right. So yes, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all next Friday with another topic.